Hello team, how's it going? Welcome back to today's video, making the cut guards conversion course of the Singapore Armed Forces. Please check out the original video in the description and comment below what your thoughts are and what you want to see next. And you can support the channel, you can like, share and subscribe. You can check us out on our Patreon page, free community Discord, and if you want to check out some of our coffee blends and some of our merchandise, head over to combatreadyhq.co.uk. I appreciate all the support and we're nearly at 100,000 subscribers, so thank you very much. But let's get into today's video.
Two Chinook heavy-lift helicopters approach for landing at a clearing near Yio Chu Kang. They provide troop lift for these guards trainees to an unknown location where they have been tasked for a mission. Their objective is to take out a simulated enemy position rooted in a series of buildings a few kilometers away. Their first challenge is to get there fast.
We start off the mission by walking like about 6 to 7 click at about 2 AM in the morning.
We move through the night, we gather at different points at all different areas around our target objective.
Was completely checked out, so by the time we reached FUP, most of us were like literally dying for a break.
And then when the time was right, we attacked.
But getting to the objective was probably the easy part. The enemies were well prepared for the attack.
So I'm liking their cam cream that they do there, different to how we would do it in the UK, but they've proper sort of painted it on in some sort of pattern to sort of fit the environment that they're in. I think it looks pretty cool actually.
It was very fast-paced.
This is why you need to be extremely fit when you're in the army. You get paid to get fit, and it's because of this. Look at all the kit they carry in, the weapon systems, the helmet, the ammunition, the water, the serialized kit. And you want to maintain momentum, okay? You don't want to get bogged down in position. Sometimes you've got to run across open ground. So you need to be physically fit to be able to do this. That's why on these sorts of courses, they're constantly getting tested on their physical fitness, and they're getting put under extreme stress as well. They're doing hard warm-ups, they're doing hard physical training sessions to prepare for this. War is not easy.
It was something new for me. So at the beginning, when we were moving around, I wasn't really sure about how the attack is going on.
What we just say there as well, sorry to just pause it again, cam cream really good, all over his neck, face, ears. Me personally, I wouldn't put it on my forehead, and we don't in the British Army, just because if you put it on your forehead, you've always got some sort of jungle hat, you might have a cap on, you're going to have a helmet, and you're always going to have something on your head, and you're just going to sweat and it's just going to rub off and go into your eyes. So we always just do no forehead, but the rest of the cam cream, they're really good at it.
You sure about how
they're not shy. No, it's 100% clear.
So subsequently, we just realized, okay, no point pushing it, just bash into it and just run in.
Okay, go! Move! Come on,
You go charging in, all the smoke bombs start going off. There's smoke everywhere, people are firing, people are dashing left, dashing right.
And to make matters worse, it starts to pour.
Oh, look at that, howling.
People are dying outside there. Very simple. Take whatever forces you have. Go across this wall. Flank. Beat up. Provide suppressing the rest of the force. Over the wall. Flank. Onto the next building. Clear. Make it happen. Go.
They correct you on the spot. So immediately you know what you did wrong, what has happened, and how you should correct it. So later on, you don't make the same mistake again.
Section 1 smoke out. So we cross the road. Y'all don't smoke anymore? Do you know that half the time when you were discussing that the enemy has already walked away, all this would have been done, you all would have known the answer. If you have pop up, red key, hey, enemy no longer there. One person from here carry on aiming. The next one can carry on. Move forward to clear the enemy. There are 2 pockets of enemy here. Line of sight, fire, aim and shoot.
There were always rounds being fired. There are always things exploding, people yelling, people running left and right. Then after a while, people start losing focus because you don't know what to pay attention to. I think it's actually quite good training, because when you have so many of these things, so much input, it forces you to listen to one, and the most important one usually gets through.
After several attempts perfecting their moves, the soldiers finally find their footing to synergize their attacks. With this confidence, the last enemy goes down.
We have a lot of trainees who tend to give up, but on our part as a cadre, we do our best to encourage them and slowly build the sense of resilience in them. So today we actually see a lot of trainees who have improved leap and bounds in sense of resilience from day 1 until today. So we hopefully to see better soldiers, more tough soldiers in the coming weeks.
Every time we do finish a tasking, we have a satisfaction. At least I conquered something I never did before. So that satisfaction actually drives us more. Like, having done so much, we really do not want to back off.
So that actually episode gave a really good insight in what it's actually like to attack an enemy position, and how chaotic it can be, how confusing it can be, how physically demanding it can be. The amount of kit you're carrying, the heat, possibly the cold, then the rain can come in, then it can heat back up. You've got multiple buildings, you've got multiple teams going into different buildings. You might have to split your section down to take different rooms, different buildings. It gets very, very confusing and chaotic, and people can start to get lost and start to drop their heads, as you saw there slightly. But the instructors were very good at picking them up, telling them, and then getting them back in the game. And they obviously said a very good point about line of sight. Okay, if you can't see the enemy, then there's no point engaging. You're wasting rounds, unless it's that initial contact where it's sort of contact front, you look up, get a few rounds down. If you can't see the enemy, or you've got a wall in the way because it's blanks, people sort of lose focus when it's blank rounds, blank ammunition. You could see there was a wall, there was smoke. You might have a bun line in front of you and you're not looking through your sight correctly. With live rounds, you'll see it hitting the wall, but with blank, you don't. So unless you can actually see the enemy position and you've got line of sight and you can take an aimed shot, we always take an aimed shot. He said a very good point there. Same in the British Army. It's always an aimed shot. If you can't do that, then there's no point firing. You're just wasting ammunition and you're wasting your time. So if you can't get eyes on and there's no sort of other sort of way you can get eyes on, then sort of stay where you are communicating and see if you can move them a bit. If not, move position, get to a new safe location, and then try and get eyes on from there and then engage from there. Don't just waste ammunition. But as you can see there, they went in with no night vision, so they're not using any sort of monocles or jewels. Patrolled in, and then they're quite steep open ground to run into, so that's difficult in itself. So you've got to sprint down that hill, get across open ground, get through some fence and barbed wire, and then get into some cover, and then start carrying on with your plan and hopefully start taking buildings and keep that momentum. But sometimes that initial patrolling can be exhausting, because a lot of time you may attack at dawn, at sunrise, so you've done all your planning the day before, you've got all your kit ready, gone through the models, gone through your practices, your rehearsals, and then you patrol through the nights, you've not slept, and then you've got to be ready to tack in the morning. So you're already fatigued, you've got kit on, and then you've got to sprint around through open ground. That's why I always say, if you're going to be in the army, you're going to be in the military, make sure you are physically fit. Make sure you look after yourself, maintain a high level of fitness, because it's really, really going to help. But hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed the series so far. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.